Hey there, Facebook. So it's Matt Bradley in Rome again, and this time I'm coming to you with some more good news out of Italy, which now hasn't just really flattened the curve, it's actually kind of gone over the peak and is now coming down the other side. We're starting to see the number of actual patients who are carrying the virus, who are sick with it, or who are asymptomatic. That seems to have been decreasing lately. Earlier this week, for the first time, it decreased on Monday. It was only by 20 patients, but it was a significant development because that's the first time it's decreased ever since this whole crisis started. But now, just today, we have some very good news. There were 3,033 people who were reported to have fully recovered from the virus in just the last 24 hours. Now, that is the highest yet so far since the start of this whole thing, and it is the third day in a row where we've seen record highs of people who have actually recovered from the coronavirus here in Italy. Italy, this is the hardest hit country in all of Europe. It doesn't have the most cases. Spain has still more than Italy does, but it has the most deaths. And that's why this is such a relief to especially those ICU doctors, especially in the north of the country, which has carried most of this burden. That area in Lombardy and Emilia-Romagna, right around Milan, that area in the north has seen the most by far. It's probably one of the dangerous parts of the entire world when it comes to COVID-19 and the coronavirus. So this is really good news, and it just goes to show that as we enter into what is going to be next week, 7 weeks of nationwide lockdown, that this lockdown has been working, and that's why the government is really starting to talk about lifting the lockdown. They're saying they're going to be doing it on May 3rd, that people are going to be going back to work on May 4th, but we've just heard from the government that that's probably not going to be the case. They're probably only going to stagger who can go back to work in the next couple of weeks. For restaurants and bars, it could be even 2 or 3 weeks longer than that. And even then, people who go to restaurants, they're going to have to be sitting apart. Restaurants are going to have to turn people away. They're only going to be able to seat maybe about 50% of what they normally would. So things are slowly, agonizingly slowly, getting back to normal here.